Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Azra Zakiah. So, how are you guys? I hope you are in a healthy condition. So, in this video, I will make a video about some vowel letters, how to pronounce it, and how it sounds. And I will give you some example of the words which contain the vowel letters. So, let's take the example from the vowel letter A. So I will put the explanation on this side. A is one of the example of vowel letters. The example of vowel A is bait. Bait. So it's pronounced bait, not bat. So the next is bake. Bake, not bake. So the next is pain. Pain, not pen. So next, let's take the example from the letter A. So this is how it looks like in the words. So this is letter A, but it pronounced A. So A in consonant A mostly occurs after a consonant or by itself at the end of a stressed syllable. So for example is able. Able. So the syllable A in the first syllable is stressed, but the other syllable is ble is unstressed, and once again it's pronounced able. And the other example is baby. So the stress is baby. So the next is vowel A in letters A and I. It sounds A. Occurs after a consonant or between two consonants at the end of a stressed syllable. For example, tailor. Tailor. So the stressed syllable is tay, and the unstressed syllable is ler. Tailor. And the other example is daisy. Daisy. So the next example is the vowel A in the words which contain this form ACE. I don't know what this means, but A in ACE occurs before one or more consonants and silent E in a syllable. For example is mistake. Mistake. So the stressed syllable is take. Mistake. And the other example is became. So the stressed syllable is came. Became. And the next example is A in form A and Y. So A in letters A and Y occurs mostly at the end of a word. For example, away. Away. So the syllable way is stressed and the syllable A is unstressed. Away. And the other example is okay. Okay. And the K is stressed. Okay. Okay, the next example is the vowel A in the letters E and I. So this is actually the same, A. It sounds A and the form is also A. So A occurs between consonants, especially before GN, GH, and GHT. So let's take the example. The first is 8. 8. And the other example is neighbor. Neighbor. So the next is A in letters EY. A occurs in a few words as A. So for example, day. Day. And obey. Okay, the next example is the letters E and A. So it also pronounced A. So A occurs in a few words as A. So for example is great, not grad, or not grad, but great. And another example is take, not stick, not stack, or not stack, but steak. So the next is the letter A and E. A and E, or A, occurs in a few words of Greek origin and is pronounced A. It is unstressed. For example, Sunday. So for this one, the vowel A is unstressed. Sunday. And the syllable sun is stressed. Sunday. And the other example is reggae. Reggae. Okay, the next example is from the form ALE and AIL. So ale and ale mostly occurs at the end of a syllable or word. A before I is pronounced as a glide between two vowels. So for example, male. It's not male or mal. It's male. And the next is sail or tail. So the next example is in the letter AR, AYR, and EAR. For example, very, not very, very. And the next example is Paris. So yeah, those all the example of the letter or the vowel A. Okay guys, we have already discussed about the vowel A, and this time we'll discuss about the vowel A. And I will put the letter here. A. It's not A, it's not A, but A. So let's take the example from the word can. It's not cane, it's can. And the next is bad, not but. And the next is pat. So it sounds it's but kinda down. So the next example is the vowel A in the form AC, CAC. So C represents a consonant. So now I know that C represents a consonant. I'm sorry. So let's take the example from the word Spanish. So we know that the vowel A is between the consonant P and N. So it's pronounced Spanish, not Spanish, but Spanish. And the next example is Saturday, not Saturday, but Saturday. So the syllable sat is stressed. So the next example is the word which have a vowel A and contain the consonants A and G, or ang or ank. So the example is language, not language, but language. So the next example is angry, not angry, but angry. So the next example is the vowel A followed by R or R. So the example is Arab, not Arab, but Arab. So the other example is Paris, Paris. So yep, those are the examples of vowel A. So actually there are a lot of examples of words that we can find, but due to the time, so I just mentioned some of the examples. So that's all from me. I hope that after I made this video for you, and after you watch this video, you can differentiate some vowels and consonants, and you know how to pronounce it, and you can develop your pronunciation skills. So thank you so much for watching, and stay healthy, stay at home, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.